Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Zidan Ahmad Assyifa, and my friend.
And I'm Ananda Arif from
Papua
Division
Island.
Academia.
Oh, yes. Here we will discuss the issue of environmental pollution in the form of a conversation.
Okay, in the first conversation,
Yeah.
okay, Zidan, do you know what the climate change is?
I've heard, I heard of it, but I'm not exactly sure what it means. Can you explain it to me?
Oh, sure. Climate change is a long-term shift in the Earth's climate pattern that are caused by human activities like such as like burning fossil, deforestation, and industrialization. These, are, these activities release large amount of greenhouse gas, like carbon dioxide, into the atmosphere. These, in turn, trap heat from the sun and cause the planet to warm up.
Yes. So, how does this warming affect the planet?
The effect of the planet. There are many ways in which climate change affects in this planet. For example, it leads to rising sea level, more frequent and severe weather events like hurricanes and drought and change in the timing and distribution on rainfall. This can cause drought in some areas and flooding in the others, leading to crop failures, food shortages, and economic stability.
That sounds pretty serious. Is there anything we can do to stop or slow down climate change?
Oh, absolutely. One of the most important things we can do is reduce our greenhouse gas emission by using more renewable energy sources like wind and solar power. And by reducing our reliance on fossil fuels, we can also make changes in our daily lives, such as using energy efficient application, driving less, and eating a more plant-based diet. Additionally, we can support policies and initiatives that aim to reduce emission and protect the environment.
Hmm, that's great to know. It seems like there are a lot of things we can do to make a difference.
Yes. And in the next apa
Uh, y- have you? Yeah. Wait, for a minute.
discussion after this is
Alright. So jobs to
relate
find.
of climate change, like in the polar. So we can start. Okay, let's start.
Yes.
Zaydan, have you been keeping up with the news about global warming and the melting of the polar ice caps?
Um. Yes. It's really concerning. I know that the rising temperature are causing the ice at the poles to melt. But what happens if they continue to melt?
If the polar ice caps continue to melt at the current rate, We call it C major consequence. One of the most immediate impact will be a rise in sea level, which could lead to flooding in coastal cities and displacement of millions of people.
That sounds terrible. Are there any other effect of the melting polar escapes?
Yes, of course. There are many other effects. For example, the loss of Arctic Sea ice could disrupt ocean rock current and weather pattern, causing more extreme weather events like hurricanes and drought. Additionally, melting of permafrost in the Arctic could release massive amount of greenhouse gases, further exacerbating the problem.
Wow, it's amazing how interconnected everything is. What can we do to slow down or stop the melting of the polar escapes?
Hmm, there are a lot of things we can do, from reducing our carbon footprint and using more renewable energy sources to supporting politics like protect the environment. It's going to take a collective effort to make a difference, but it's definitely possible if we all work together.
Oh, yes, it's going to take a collective effort to address climate change. But if we all work together and make change in our daily lives, we can help to mitigate its impact and create a more sustainable future. Of course, we will next in the second presentation. Talking about, yes, of
Okay,
course.
in the first, so what water is easily polluted? For example, like rivers in Indonesia.
Um, Water is usually polluted because of its chemical structure, which allow it to mix various types of substances or chemicals. Water is a polar compound, meaning its molecules have a positive electric charge at one end and a negative electric charge at the other end. This property makes water capable of dissolving many compounds and particles, both polar and nonpolar. Yes, of course.
Okay, how is the structure of water so it's easily polluted?
Mm, if you think that a water molecule with the formula H2O has the same linear shapes as CO2, then that is wrong. In contrast to CO2, water has a center, namely an oxygen atom, where oxygen in water has two lone pairs of electrons that are not used for bonding. The presence of a large lone pair of electrons, oxygen will exert pressure on other hydrogen atom in water, so that the hydrogen atom no longer have a linear position, but will. I'm sorry. Next, but will form a stable V shape. To determine the shape of the molecule, one can use the formulation of V as EPR theory. Number one, valence electron H 12. 2. Number 2. I'm sorry. Valence electron H is 1. And number 2. Valence electron of O is 6. And 3. Bonding electron pair is 2. 4. Lone electron pair is 2. 5. Molecular type is HX to A2. And 6. Molecular shape is V shapes. Yes,
Okay, thanks for the answer.
of course.
Of course, this
Uh,
may be okay. That's maybe enough for this day.
yes. And thank you for your
Shukran
attention.
for your attention. Jazakumullah khairan kasiran.
Wassalamualaikum
Warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you guys.